Hello and welcome back to Factorio. I am staring at the world to the left of our factory because I'm starting to think about stamping down this. There is a cliff in the way apparently, but I think we can force blueprint that. And yeah, I think that's all good. Okay, so I'm going to run back with my bots turned off and blueprint down some things. I guess I need the east-west blueprint. Okay, that should get us connected. Then I'm just going to add in the blueprint a few more times just to make sure that the networks definitely bridge. That should work. Good. Then I'm going to take the filled with landfill blueprint and just stamp that down everywhere that should be inside the build. And then hopefully that will then start getting built out. Now there is one little snafu that I think we need to address, which is this central module should be free of rail. I'm actually going to take it back a bit further than that and then re-stamp the big blueprint. There. Good. So with any luck, this will now start to get built out. Oh, here we are. We've got some robots. Very pleased. So that will happen in the background. Let's just double check everything else is happy with the world. We are using only a small amount of the 2 gigs of power we have available. We have our nuclear running nicely. We are low on uranium to mine. Just a bit of a stock check here. Okay, so we are at the point where we need a new uranium mine. This one is still going. I think that's okay. Assuming that this road is connected. Let's double check we still have a fully connected road. I think we do, but yeah, that's fine. So that should carry on. The last thing for us to try is we may mine this uranium over here perhaps. I'll set that up between episodes though, because I think that's a between episode job. All right. So what's the next thing? I would like to have a look at our techs because we've done a bunch of techs. We have a thing called a quantum research computer. A highly advanced computer provides various inputs to acquire high-tech data. Okay, so this mod pack seems to have various data cards. Perhaps we need it for that. I've still never done anything with this induction matrix thing. So we'll have a look at that at some time, but not today. We have the Neo underground belts. We have one of these. Okay, we have a new Tesla construction bot. Needs advanced robot engines, which we're not currently manufacturing. And the block advanced roboport. That looks very expensive, but also potentially quite cool. So we'll have a think about that. It can recharge 6 bots. It might be useful if we move towards some bot-based construction. Sorry, bot-based assemblers at some point. We'll have a think about that. So then we have some Hertz logistics bots, which takes 2 normal logistic bots. Cargo capacity is much higher, 5 plus 2. So they look like they'll be useful to move to. And that's the heavy cargo robot, which is 32 plus 2. Okay, so that's what we want. I'm guessing if we're doing properly heavy builds. This is the Tesla construction bot we were talking about earlier. This has cargo capacity of 3 plus 2. So for things like laying floors, that looks good. But all of these require advanced robot engines. Okay, what else do we have? Advanced robot engines. I think that's possibly something we want to build. We have some new liquid engines, and we have a superior data. Okay, so this requires a quantum research computer. So superior data and those engines. Let's start adding tasks. Superior data, advanced robot engines. What else? Okay, we have a bunch of things we can do here. We've got a load of different fish and knowledge recipes. So it looks like there's different recipes that take different inputs with different efficiencies. And we have this whole alternative nuclear fuels production system that we have not touched yet. We have some new things in combat. So we've got some compound round magazines, which do 44 plus 52 physical, 32 plus 38 electrical damage. Some piercing shotguns, cluster grenades. We've got our follower robots. Then this is the one I'm really interested in. So this is the alien-related tab. Biological chamber, which needs carbon fiber, which we're not currently making, alien resin, alien seeds, and blooming alien seed. These all biological chamber chemical plant, biological chamber that's manufactured. And I actually have no idea what these things are used for, but they look really fun. So I'm going to add to the to-do list alien plants. Okay, so I think we're going to leave the alien plants for now because I haven't got a use for them. And we made lithium last time, so I'm just heading up to our battery build. I've got a feeling the battery build is backed up, so let's just have a look. I'm struggling to find batteries on the map. Oh, here they are. I walked past it. Did I walk past it? Yeah, I think I'm going slightly mad. Oh, this is batteries. Sorry. I was going slightly mad. Alright, so this is definitely full of batteries, but this is our legacy build. So I'm going to remove all the trucks because I don't want this build to continue to be being used. There we go. And we are going to, when that has drained, build our replacement battery build. And so that we know that it has drained, I am going to craft a programmable speaker. I'm going to wire it to the depot, so it will be reading what's in the depot. Global playback, show alert. And the alert setting is... I can't do an everything. Okay, the alert setting will be batteries. And the signal will be everything is equal to 0. Okay, so that will give me a global alert when these batteries run out. And when these batteries have run out, we will do our replacement battery build using lithium batteries. Okay. Let's head down to somewhere with a bit of free space. Let's have a look at the map. This is starting to build, which is really quite cool. There are some radars built into the build, so as the radars get placed, the build will appear. Okay, so the thing we wanted to look at was advanced robot engines. Okay, and this looks like it's going to kick us down a bunch of production chains. Okay, so advanced robot engines, we can make those in assembling machines. And we're going to stick with tier 3 machines for now. Okay. So this requires carbon fiber compound. Okay, it looks like maybe that's made in a chemical plant. No. Okay, carbon fiber compound is made in a nanomaterial factory. Interesting. Okay, so the next thing is the superior data. Is that something we can make? No. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be quite an entertaining build because everything is new. Okay, over to our workshop. So we need a nano factory. Nanomaterial factory. And we'll limit these to the nanomaterial factories. No, that's a small installation chamber. There we are. Is less than 10, I guess. They look like quite expensive machines, but you know, once you've built them, haven't you? And does this have everything? Yes, all the materials are coming in. So then the superior data, let's have a look at what that could be made in. Superior data. Okay, so that's all things we already have made in a quantum research computer. Interesting. Okay, so quantum research computers are less than, set it to 4, I don't know. I don't know how long these things take to craft or how much materials they need. And this requires neodymium magnets. Okay. So, to-do lists. We are going to add new. We are going to do superior data. We are going to add a new one for was it carbon fiber? Let's just double check what it actually was. Yeah, carbon fiber compound. Okay, that's done. And neodymium magnet. Okay, so that's the next thing I'm going to have a look at. Neodymium magnet requires high energy crystal, insulated wire, gold plate, and neodymium plate. That looks like something we can achieve today. Okay, and it is made in... Let's check it's not made in something crazy. Made in an assembling machine. Brilliant. Okay, So let's go back to where we're going to make the things in the first place and make the thing that we're actually going to make today. So we're not going to make the engines. Let's put that over there. We are going to make these magnets. What is that? Module parts. No. Neodymium magnet. Brilliant. So this looks like it should be fairly straightforward. So we have high energy crystals, which we are bringing in, which we can bring in by truck. We have insulated wire, which we already know that it's made from coils, and then that the coils require 2 plate machines. At some point, maybe we should have an insulated wire factory, because it seems like insulated wire is used quite a lot. Yeah, we use insulated wire a lot, and it makes the other builds that use it quite big. So maybe I should consider an insulated wire build and just compact away all these other builds that use it as we refactor them. Okay, that's something to back table. Gold plate and neodymium plate. Ooh. Okay, so how do we make your neodymium plate? Let's look it up. Okay, so neodymium plate is produced in a chemical plant. Interesting. So let's get a chemical plant. And it requires the ingots and liquid nitrogen. Okay, well, the liquid nitrogen is not a problem. We just need a liquidizer and a nitrogen import. Let's start looking at these things. So this produces 75 per minute, consumes 188. Goodness me. Okay, so we need more than 1 coil machine per one of these. Okay, how are we doing for gold plate? Okay, so we can have 1 gold plate for a big build and 1 neodymium plate for a big build. Okay, I think I'm going to move this and actually make a beaconed moduled wire build. I think that's going to be something we do. Okay. So I think we're almost at the point of being able to think about building. Okay, I think my personal bots can be turned on. Good. All right. So how are we doing here for ratios? Okay. So the half build, we are... Oh, we need 1 of these per 3 of those. Is that what we're coming round to? Yeah, we are. Okay, and then for the gold... Gold plates, I am very slightly under for 6 machines. Okay, so that's obviously sufficient. Then we'd need the same thing this side. How much would this produce? 90 per minute. So that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? That's quite a few. Okay, and so if we've done this right, this should be near enough in ratio. Okay, so this says I have one entire extra neodymium. Good, and it says I have an extra gold machine. So it says that's right. And what would happen if I went up to 8? So I would need the 4th of those, and I would need the 4th of these. Okay, so this looks alright, doesn't it? Now, none of these things are ultimately are stupidly expensive. So I don't think at this point I want to invest in prod modding them. Right, why do I even have any of these left? They should all be gone. Am I requesting them in somehow? I hope not. Don't need these splitters. Don't need these undergrounds. Don't need these belts. Okay, I think that's better. So, it has 4 inputs. We are bringing 2 in by truck, the coils and the high energy crystals, and we are making the other 2 in the module. And I may make the gold on one side and the neo on the other. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And then move all this out the way for a moment. Yeah. Then I guess we can do the thing of having a second belt. Okay, and move this back a tile. Then that's the inserter pattern, isn't it? Good. The issue with this is, do we have room for the requesters? Okay, so this can be the high energy crystals. This can be the insulated wire, which is there. Got it. Okay, and then we need an underground in the middle of this to get a display plate in. Is that where I want it? Seems a little high. The other option is to have it here, which seems a little low. I think we'll put it a little low. Okay, so display plate. And this will be the magnets. We're getting towards the point where it's really difficult for me to find all the items because there's just so many of them. Alright, so this is going to be maybe there. Okay. So these are going to input like that. And let's check there's no speed differences. It takes 10 seconds to craft and everything is 1 or 2 items, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so then... actually, these aren't going to fill a belt, are they? Whoops. I'm just wondering if I should do a shared belt for these, or if I should do one belt for each material. I think I'm going to do one belt for each material because it gives us future scaling, I guess, if we ever decide that we are consuming so much material that we want more production. Okay. So let's do that. We can grab this. Good. So then this needs a gold bar input. And we're going to do some things with loaders. Good. And I'm going to start putting down power because I'm getting annoyed with the flashing. That's pretty good, isn't it? Good. Okay, then these need a neodymium input and a pipe input. Okay. So let's grab this. That's not ideal. Perhaps I need to be a bit more creative with the belting. Okay, so let's take this outer red away. And cut that. Cut that. Move it in one. And these are going to put to the near side of the belt. Okay. Then this will come down the other side. Then up and through. So it makes a great big loop. And then these will output onto this belt. Good. Then they need an input. I'm going to move them all up a bit more again. In fact, I can centralize them, can't I? And I can centralize this. That's it. Good. Then we would have a couple of inputs here. One is neo bars. And then one... I haven't left room for our liquids. All right, let's... whoops, sorry. Do I have liquid pipes on my hotbar? I do not. Okay, so... Whoops, I managed to pick up all the flooring rather than the arms. Alright, so I need to get this pipe work correct. And then we can start copy-pasting it around within the footprint as needed. Good. Alright, so I now need an oxygen compressor, an oxygen cooling machine. We can get one from here. Good. Okay, so that would be a 5th machine in this stack. Let's grab all of that. Pipes included. Pipes and arms included. Okay. Okay, so I don't have enough tiles here. That is frustrating. Yeah, I really don't. Okay. I can do it over this side though. That's not a problem. Okay. So again, if we take this build and move it there for now. Let's take this and move it back down. This has been a lot of shuffling around, hasn't it? Okay, so something like that. Then we bring in the... Is it? Yeah, it's nitrogen. So we bring in the nitrogen. It then gets cooled down. Okay, and then we need to take the nitrogen across somehow through the build. That would work. Alright, so I can move this down one. There's a lot of nudging things by a single tile today, but, you know. Okay. So I think that's good. We can start this up, and of course it won't work because we're missing a ton of the builds needed. But I think that's the beginning. So that's our magnets. Now let's have another look back at our build. This is all built. There's, yeah, just a couple of radar gaps. So I'm going to go somewhere with a radar, grab it, and we are going to put down radars for the missing bits. I'm trying to think of the best place for this. Probably... I feel like there should be a radar here. I think that's really the right place, isn't it? But can't do that through the fog of war. Okay, let's do that in person, and then we're going to call it a day. In fact, you don't need to watch me put down a radar, do you? But we are about to stamp down all the flooring for this, and that is going to be quite impressive, probably. Let's have a run up with our super fast legs. All right. Yeah, so it's this that needs a radar. And then we need these on each one. I'm all for having too much radar coverage for these kind of things, because it's just nice to be able to see everything. And we can always move them around if they're in a slightly awkward place later. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so then there. And then the last thing is defenses. So let's grab this, which is quite a formidable defense, except I'm going to take out the lights and the artillery turrets. Do I want to take out the lights? No, lights are fine. I want to take out the artillery turrets. Because... yeah, that's going to go down here somewhere. And to get it in the right place, let's put down... let's Some blueprints. There. Let's put down blueprints here. Good. Then I'm going to do the same for here. I'm hoping that these builds are good. Can't really guarantee it, but we can hope. I think I want that. Okay, and again, I don't want the artillery turrets. I'm going to put those in later. And again, I need to stamp down... Whoop. Okay. So that goes there. And I think I want essentially the same thing again. Ah, it's got a bit of a blemish, hasn't it? Alright. So let's take this and paste it over the top there. Okay. Then I think I can take something like that. And can I put it down here? Yes, I can. And the only thing we're missing is an extra corner box here. And then let's do the... Oh, the top side doesn't have... Okay, we don't have a design for the top. Okay, so probably the best thing is if I take this. That could go there, couldn't it? That would work. Yep. So again... I think it's the north... Sorry, the east-west blueprint we want here. It was the east-west we wanted here. It is the north-south we want here. And the north-south here. Good. Okay, so how does that look? That looks pretty good. Yep, and then I just need some extra guns here. And extra guns. No, I think we're good there. Right, I'm going to call that it. So we now have this new module defended. The step after that is to put down the artillery turrets to clear out the area around it. And then the step after that is to put down all the flooring. But we might wait for the flooring until we have built our new robots. But I think that's it for today. We've done a lot. We have mapped out this new city, town block, whatever you want to call it, village. We've done the new village. We have made a build for magnets, and we have looked at all the various intermediates we need to get the magnet build to run. So next time we will continue with the magnets build and hopefully get some magnets, which will be pretty good, I reckon. Alright, is there anything not happening here? We have no neodymium bars coming in. Right, that is a job for next time as well, since that requires us to look at why the neodymium build is not running. So, until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.